This was a tank soldier whose entire body was burned to a crisp. Miraculously, he was still alive and remained in a combat stance. His comrades were in disbelief and immediately sent him to the hospital for treatment. After the doctors examined him, they found that the man had burns covering 90% of his body and was also suffering from sepsis. It was nothing short of a miracle that he had survived this long. However, with such extensive burns, the doctors concluded that he wouldn't last the day. But to everyone's surprise, 2 weeks later, the man had miraculously survived. When the doctors removed the bandages, they discovered that all of his burns had completely healed and new, tender flesh had grown in their place. The doctors could hardly believe their eyes. Unfortunately, the man had lost his memory. He only remembered that the tank he was driving had been hit by a White Tiger tank. The man was supposed to be discharged and go home to recover, but the front line was in dire need of tank drivers. The officer had no choice but to send him back to the front. Seeing the destroyed tanks on the train, the man gently touched them with his hand. Suddenly, an officer stopped him and questioned what he was doing. The man told the officer that the tanks were telling him that they had been destroyed by the enemy's White Tiger tank. After hearing this, the officer thought the man had gone mad and should be sent to a mental hospital instead of the front line. But another officer nearby said that he had also heard of the legend of the White Tiger tank, though no one had ever seen it. It was said that during battles, the White Tiger would suddenly appear, destroy all the enemy tanks, and then mysteriously disappear. This ghostly tank of the enemy had caused them heavy losses. The military high command ordered that the tank be destroyed at all costs. After several days of development, a modified new T-34 tank was unveiled. This modification not only increased the thickness of the armor but also upgraded the engine, giving the T-34 better mobility. The officers selected 3 of the best tank soldiers, and the man was among them, serving as the commander of the T-34. But when the commander looked at the 3 men in front of him, he had some doubts about their abilities. To test them, he ordered them to destroy a barn 600 meters away with only 2 shots. However, the man, while driving the tank at high speed, destroyed the barn with just 1 shot. This shot completely convinced the commander of their abilities. Soon after, the White Tiger appeared again and destroyed 5 of their tanks. When the man arrived at the scene, all that was left was a mess, and the White Tiger had vanished. The man told the officer that it was hiding in the woods nearby. The soldiers around him thought it was impossible because they had searched the woods just the day before. But the man insisted that the tank had told him so. Do you believe him?